Yo, what's good? My name is Daryl, and today we're gonna talk about how I've overcome many addictions. So, I'm gonna talk about the things I've been addicted to in my life that I would say I was addicted to. So, first thing we're gonna have is gaming. That was probably the thing I was the most addicted to. I played from probably 8 to 24 consistently, without many breaks. So, I would say gaming had a big hold over my life. And if I never stopped playing gaming, I wouldn't even be making this video. Yeah, that shit literally had me in a chokehold. So I'm glad I got off that shit. But next thing was Twitch. I used to play Twitch. I used to watch Twitch before I go to school. Try to check it out while I'm at school. After school, I would fall asleep on Twitch. I would wake up, charge my phone, get right back on Twitch. So there's another thing I was addicted to. Weed. I used to be very addicted to weed. I would smoke. Anything with smoke weed and vapes and put those together. I would just smoke a lot. I would smoke. I'll be smoking right now. Video recordings, you smoke, blood in my hand, for real. So I was really bad on the weed too. Beer, mostly beer. I wouldn't say I was addicted to alcohol, but I did sip a little at some point in my life. I was sipping. So I'm put beer mostly. I would sip beer a lot. I would get a 6-pack, Modelo, boom, drink one. I'd be like, yep, to get another one, drink half. I don't want this no more. But then I keep sipping them because I already bought them. And then once I get rid of them, I want more, right? So I was addicted to the beer too. And the sugar, I definitely overdid sugar all the time. It was something from my childhood. Always had sugar. So I just kept doing it until my adulthood. I just overdid it. And then ice cream too. Overdid ice cream a lot. Would eat like a tub a day for real. I would get a tub and I would keep eating something every single day, which is why I consider it addiction, because I wasn't going a day without it, you know what I mean? So I consider that an addiction. And the vapes, I was so bad on the vapes too. I would get an Escobar and kill it in 8 hours. One day, less than one day, I would get one. And then the thing about the vapes was, just like the beer, I would get it, I would hit it a couple times, I didn't want it no more. I had to kill it because I already bought it. And it's just a mind trap. And you fall for the mind trap too if you vape or if you do any of these things. If you're not happy, if you're not genuinely happy, you're falling into the mind trap. And that's how they make money. That's what they're worried about. They don't care how you feel. They care about the money. So as long as you're giving them money, they win. You know what I mean? So I stopped giving them money because it made me feel terrible. So I stopped. And I have these two on here, YouTube and working out, because I would consider those addictions, but they're not necessarily bad, because not all addictions are bad. YouTube, I learn more than I waste time. So I consider that a good addiction, which is a wider circle of good addictions. Working out, at some point in my life, I was addicted to working out. I had to work out. If I didn't work out, I felt weird. I had to go, for real. So I consider that addiction as well. So if you want to quit, if you have any addiction, the steps are, first you have to identify the problem. So me, when I was gaming, I will understand while I'm gaming, I was constantly aware that I'm wasting time. I'm having fun a little bit, but I'm really wasting time. Let's be honest. I could be doing better things, because once you start putting off responsibilities for the game, that's when it controls your life. The game was controlling my life. It was opportunities that passed me by, things I was supposed to do, mail I was supposed to send off that I didn't do because I was on the game. And I had to break that. So I identified the problem. I was wasting time. I was letting life pass me by. That's how I broke it. Same thing with Twitch. I was wasting time. I was letting life pass me by. I was living my life through other people, which is even worse, because them people don't know me. Them people don't know me from anybody. They'll never recognize me on the street. Why am I living my life through them? How does that help me? So I got rid of that because I identified that there's a problem with this. This didn't help me. I'm not learning on YouTube. I'm not learning on Twitch like I am on YouTube. So I had to get rid of that. Weed controls your thoughts. They don't tell you this. Weed is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not for everybody, no matter how you try to spin it. If you start having negative reactions for weed, it's not for you. You need to get off of it, because I had negative reactions. One time, I got so high, I had school the next day, but I was so high that I just thought somebody would shoot the school up, right? Just randomly. It flared my anxiety, and it had me almost in a depressive cycle, because it was controlling my thoughts so much. Weed controls your thoughts. But some people, it doesn't affect the same. Some people are able to function, able to not be affected so much, not have as much anxiety from weed. But if you do have anxiety, you need to quit it, because you're only lowering your quality of life. Because I would get high, sit on the couch for 8 hours, watching dumb stuff. Twitch too. I was high, I was watching Twitch, wasting time. Double waste time. Now I'm high and I'm watching Twitch. Now I'm really living, huh? Now I'm really living. So, and then with beer and alcohol, I identified that beer did not help me. It doesn't have no nutritional value. Just like sugar and ice cream. It don't have no nutritional value. It doesn't help me. It only hurts me. So I got off that too. Got off the beer, the sugar, and ice cream. Sugar, I still do sugar, but less because it's better for me. It's more healthy if I have less. So now ice cream, I prefer ice cream. I still crave it sometimes, but I fight the urge. I can still fight the urge, for real. But vapes, I identify the problem with vapes. They make me feel terrible. They add to your anxiety. They make you depressed. You don't want to get up in the morning. Speaking from my perspective, maybe you vape and you get up. But when I was vaping, first thing, as soon as I wake up, what I'm looking for, where my vape? It's almost like, it's addiction. It's literally what addiction is. As soon as you wake up, I was like that on the game too. As soon as I woke up, I had to go get on the game. Boom. Don't even shower. Just get on the game. Boom. Got to go. But you got to break that. You got to identify. Boom. When I wake up, you got to identify consciously. When I wake up, damn, I do look for my vape first. Before I even do anything, before I wash my face, I hit my vape first. Dang, I do get on the game before I take a shower. I do roll up before, you know what I'm saying? You got to be aware of how it's controlling your mind, or you can never escape the trap. But, because these are all traps. That's all it is. You fall in, you get stuck. You can climb out. But if you're so comfortable, you'll never climb out, for real. So once you identify the problem of your addiction, the next thing you have to do is take your positive emotion and attach a negative emotion instead. So the reason you're addicted to something is because you have a positive emotion to it, right? You like the way it feels, right? It's releasing dopamine and all that in your brain, right? Neurotransmitters. We can learn that another day. Neurotransmitters in your brain, right? I like the game because I disassociate. I ain't had to talk to nobody. I felt good. You can't mess with me while I'm in the game, right? So I liked it. I like Twitch because, why did I like Twitch? I don't even know. It's because it was the game too. It really was the same thing, but I was watching instead of playing. Same thing. I like weed because I'm disassociating. You can't talk to me. I hear you, but I don't really hear you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my own world. For real, I'm in the clouds. For real. So, and then I like sugar because of the taste. I like ice cream because of the taste. I like vapes because it was just a way to fill time. And once you attach a negative emotion and kill the desire to have that thing, you can break your addiction. So once I did this, I took gaming and I attached a negative emotion, I can't even play the game anymore. Because how I broke it was I associated gaming with wasting time, which is something that makes me feel terrible. So in theory, being in a game makes me feel terrible. Twitch makes me feel terrible because I'm wasting time. Now it's a negative emotion, not a positive emotion. I'm not having fun watching Twitch no more. I ain't feeling terrible watching Twitch because I attached a negative emotion to it. Now I can't watch it. Like literally the thought of the game in the Twitch or any of these literally makes me sick. I can't do it. Every once in a while I have a drink, and then sugar, but I don't vape. It literally makes me sick. If you offer me a vape, if my friends offer me a vape, they know what's gonna happen. We gonna fight. Don't offer me no vape. I can't smoke none of that. But you gotta attach a negative emotion to it to overcome your addiction. Because as long as you think positive about it, you'll never overcome it, right? Because why would you? It's helping you. You feel like it's helping you. You feel like you feel good off of it. You feel like you need the weed. You don't need the weed. The weed needs you. Without you, the weed is nothing. The weed is a plant in somebody's yard. You know what I'm saying? But when you buy it and you feed into it and you smoke it and you tell yourself you need it, what we talked about last video, if you tell yourself you need it, you need it because that's how you think. But I hope this helps. So, more of the story, identify the problem. Identify that there is a problem first, because if there's no problem, there's no solution, right? Identify that there is a problem, and then attach a negative emotion instead of a positive emotion and kill your desire. And in a few weeks, you will slowly win off of it, and then after that, it won't be a aspect in your life anymore. You just don't need it. Like, I just don't need these things. I just simply don't. I don't even think about them. But thanks for listening. See you next time.